All right, real quick, got a question for you. Have you ever heard of the expression, when the student is ready, the teacher shall appear? Well, I want to tell you about when that happened in my life, how it changed my life forever, probably made me millions of dollars in the process, and how that could help you right now. So take it back to 2011. As many of you know, I was working as a banker in the city of London, and I quit my job and I decided to start London Real. I wanted to be the Joe Rogan of London and start a podcast when no one had ever heard of podcasting and no one wanted to be any part of podcasting. Now, for the first 3 years, it was difficult to get people to even come over on my show, right? Because nobody knew what I was doing. Nobody knew who I was. I had no track record. And like I said, nobody had ever heard of a podcast, especially here in Britain. 2014, it's still me alone, right? We're not really making a dime at this point. Of course, the whole show was never even started as a business. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do with my life? What the hell am I doing with my life? And I really didn't have any direction, didn't really know where to go, and had no one that was really going to teach me to do it. And all of a sudden, this guy shows up in my life named Dan Pena, right? At the time, calling himself the $50 billion man. And he comes onto my show. I wasn't very impressed with him because I was running away from the whole capitalism thing. And he said, Brian, why don't you come to my castle? I'm going to change your life. Now, to be honest, I refused that at first. I thought, I don't want anything to do with this guy. I don't know if I like him. He's a little edgy. He's a little insulting. He's a little weird. But after deliberating and looking at my prospects, I decided I would go ahead and pull the trigger and take a big swallow and take a big chance of going 6 hours up to Scotland and potentially sitting with a guy that was going to yell at me for a week, being stuck on his castle grounds. And it changed everything. It changed everything for me. Probably in retrospect caused me to make millions of dollars, transform London Real, transform myself, transform my life. And here's the crazy thing, that led to the next mentor, to the next mentor, to the next mentor. You know, the right mentor can make you $1 million. You know, the right idea applied to the right person at the right time with the right accountability can literally generate massive amounts of wealth and transformation that can make you sober, that can get you out of a bad relationship, that can get you into a good partnership, that can help you start a business you would have never started, that can help you start a podcast, help you make a movie. And this has been the story of my life. Now I'm actually really good at finding mentors and pulling the trigger on them. And so my question for you is, are you the student that's ready? And if so, the teacher will appear. Now, maybe you've been watching some of my videos lately. Maybe you know now that it's after New Year's Eve. It's now 2023, and you've got a few days left here to make a choice to be guided, mentored by somebody like me, who's not only going to give you a blueprint of how to change your life and your game. I'm going to introduce you to an incredible group of London Realers from around the world that have already implemented these changes and are going to continue to. And you get accountability, as in you have to do the work. You have to show up and show us that you can be part of this community. But if you do, I guarantee you can get massive transformation. And so again, this is the kind of thing that you cannot quantify. This isn't another audio book or another, video course that you can take in your own time. This is about getting around a group of people that are going to force you to transform and change your game. And it can create exponential wealth, changes, transcendence, everything. And I know because it's happened to me. And that's why I try to empower it with you. So if any of this is resonating, you know what to do. Go over to Instagram at @TheRealBrianRose. DM me the word mentor. You've literally got only a few days left until we start our first call. But if you think that this is the year for you, then just do it. Pull the trigger. Stop making excuses. Seriously. Because this could literally, 1000x your potential right now. It could put you in the right place with the right idea, with the right solution to change everything. And honestly, that's what makes me happy. That's what gives me, so much excitement and inspirations when I see my students crushing it. And so many of them are. So anyways, pull the trigger. I look forward to seeing you on that first live call on Monday. And let's do this.